My beloved child, pause and listen. You have not arrived here by accident. This moment is divinely appointed, crafted so you would hear these words exactly now. There is an urgency in my voice, because what I reveal today has the power to shift your tomorrow. If you turn away too soon, you may miss the very answer you've been pleading for in silence. But if you stay, if you lean in, you will discover the key to the peace, the healing, and the breakthrough you have been waiting for. Do not let distraction steal this moment from you. Every word that follows is a lamp for your path and a shield for your heart. Stay with me until the end, for I am about to unveil what you have longed to know. Do not underestimate how deeply you are known or how perfectly timed my counsel is for you. The nearness of my words, tailored just for you, is proof that none who sincerely seek me will be left unheard. Lean in and let the world's distractions fall away for a little while. I am here with something precious to impart. In the quiet corners of your heart, I am already present, searching not to condemn, but to heal, to affirm the goodness I have planted within you, and to kindle new courage where fear has encamped for too long. Feel the assurance of my presence. I am not far off or a silent bystander in your story. My involvement in your life is not an abstract idea, but a living current, moving now to guide, redeem, correct, and fill empty vessels with the oil of gladness and peace. You have been seen in your struggles, and more tenderly than you could ever imagine. Your entire life rests in my capable, loving hands. Do not be afraid to approach me with honest questions or with the rawness of your imperfection. You are safe with me. I delight in your authenticity and in the small acts of trust when you bring me the pieces you don't know how to repair. Every moment of sincere seeking is as fragrant to me as the sweetest incense. Here, you are not required to pretend. You are invited instead to rest, receive, and be unburdened. The weariness that has settled on your soul is not your destiny, nor is it a chain you must learn to carry any longer. The path I offer is not one of striving to earn my favor, but of walking beside me, surrendered and loved. A river of life flows from my heart, an endless stream that brings healing to wounded dreams and refreshment to parched spirits. Where you have felt like barren, cracked ground, my promise meets you like rain, softening what was unyielding and nurturing seeds you thought were forgotten. Many times you have wondered if your prayers reached beyond your ceiling. But I tell you, not a single word, tear, or sigh has been lost. I have gathered each one, treasuring them, and I will answer with wisdom and timing far beyond your understanding. Sometimes you feel as if you must bring perfection before me, as if I am waiting for you to achieve some imagined holiness before I extend my grace. This is a profound misunderstanding of my heart. My love for you was never a transaction, never a reward for your best days or withheld because of your struggles. My love is a foundation on which you can rest, certain and unwavering, even as you change and grow. Your daily failures do not surprise me, and your weakness is not an obstacle, but an invitation to my strength. It is here, in the honesty of your limits, that I draw closer to you, delighting in showing my power and my tenderness. Let me gently remind you, you were handcrafted with intention. Every detail of your personality and experience was allowed by me for a purpose that is unfolding even now. What you view as small or insignificant, I see as precious. You are not lost in a sea of faces. I am attentive to your very breath, sustaining you with more care than you can fathom. If you at times feel out of place or unworthy of my attention, allow this truth to soak in. You are as beloved as the dawn is to the day, and your existence brings me joy. Turn your ear toward me now. I have more to reveal, truths that are not beyond your reach, but meant to dwell richly within you. Do not rush past this invitation. The gift I offer is not hidden or reserved for a chosen few. It is for you, here and now, spoken in a language your soul understands. My desire is to show you not only what is possible, but what is already at work within you. Let hope begin to rise as I continue to unfold more of my heart to you. You may recall times when you tried to make your way alone, thinking you could manage or that your burdens were too insignificant for my concern. Understand, there is no detail of your life too small, and no pain too minor for my compassion. I am not weary of you, nor am I impatient with your journey. I am the faithful gardener, nurturing every growing thing, careful with each tender shoot, whether you bloom in brilliant color or remain hidden beneath the surface. Marvel that I am as present in your seasons of hidden growth as in your moments of public flourishing. Let your heart rest here as I continue to speak comfort and direction. My word is not a distant echo, but a present reality. Trust that what you receive here will not fade with the passage of a day, but will become an enduring foundation for the days ahead. Keep listening, for I am near, not only in these words, but in every moment you turn toward me with even the smallest measure of faith and trust. My love for you is closer than the air, deeper than the deepest longing, and more enduring than anything that competes for your attention. Hold steady, for what unfolds next is meant to lead you ever deeper into my embrace. Even as you draw close in this moment, I reassure you, nothing within you is too small for me to notice, too heavy for me to lift, or too broken for me to restore. You do not come before a distant judge, but one who knit you together in secret, who has watched you with tenderness since your very first breath. Sometimes you question whether my eyes truly attend to your details, or if your longing for intimacy with me is an echo in empty halls. But allow my words to settle over you now. Every longing of your soul, every restless ache beneath your daily cares, is fully exposed before me, and yet met with complete compassion. When you wonder if you are worthy, if you have done enough, or believe deeply enough, hear me tell you that I look not for perfection, but for the gentle turning of your heart toward mine. A holy invitation is laid before you, one that many overlook or set aside, distracted by lesser offers and noisier voices. This invitation is not earned through your performance or withdrawn because of your weakness. It is woven right into your need, into your very longing for more. Too often you measure your own progress by external markers, by fleeting moments of success, by how far others seem to be ahead of you. You weigh yourself against expectations that were never mine, secretly wondering if you have missed your moment or disappointed me beyond repair. But my gaze does not sweep over crowds. It lands lovingly and intentionally upon you. I know your true name. I know every fear you bury beneath your smile and every hope you scarcely dare to name aloud. Nothing is hidden from me, and nothing you reveal could ever lessen my affection for you. You have been told by many that faith is a transaction, a simple exchange of your belief for my blessing. Yet I call you to a deeper place, a relationship marked by trust that endures even when circumstances remain unchanged. When storms rise around you and you can't see a clear way forward, I am not pacing distant heavens impatiently, waiting for you to get it right. I am near, present in the very center of your confusion and heartache, offering comfort and guidance far richer than you have imagined. The guidance I give may not always align with your expectation, but it leads you toward life, toward a freedom and security you will not find anywhere else. Do not mistake my silence for abandonment. nor my patience for indifference. The seeds I have planted in you are growing, even when hidden beneath the soil, fed by rains of grace and the light of mercy that are unceasing. In the times when waiting feels like emptiness, I am shaping you for endurance, rooting you so deeply in my presence that no wind will uproot you. Your journey is not a straight line, but a sacred unfolding, and every step, even the missteps, is known and precious to me. I see how you crave assurance and long for certainty in your choices and your future. I have placed a lamp for your feet, a steady light for your next step, even if I do not reveal the whole path at once. Lean in, listen for my gentle signals. Trust the nudges within your spirit. When you feel unsure, let your uncertainty draw you closer to me rather than pushing you into isolation. It is not your achievements that delight me most, but those quiet moments when you bring your true thoughts, your raw fears, and your deepest dreams before me. There are things you hold tightly that you are afraid to hand over. Relationships, ambitions, resentments, the story you believe about yourself. My child, believe that what I ask of you is never to your loss, but always to your gain. When you release what you grasp so desperately, you make room for greater joys, unexpected gifts, and a peace that surpasses understanding. Each act of surrender is met by my faithful care. I never leave empty those who trust me with their treasures. You may wonder if your prayers matter or if the words you offer drift away unheard and unanswered. But every prayer, whether a spoken whisper or a desperate cry, is heard intimately by me. Even your sighs are known, and your tears are gathered as treasure. Sometimes answers linger, and sometimes they come in shapes you do not recognize at first. But rest assured, I am always working for your good, weaving together the visible and invisible, orchestrating details beyond your sight to shape a future filled with hope. Remember, I am not using your struggles to punish you, but to call you into deeper reliance and greater joy. Where you see obstacles, I see opportunities for growth. Where you feel weak, my strength is displayed most clearly. There's a refining that happens in the fire, not to destroy you, but to reveal what is most true and beautiful about who I have made you to be. Your story is far from finished, and within every chapter, those filled with laughter and with tears, I remain the same, unwavering in my commitment to you. Past mistakes or present battles cannot change my love, nor can your darkest doubts or your wandering detours separate you from my pursuit. My presence covers your past, present, and future, inviting you to trust not in your own ability to perfect the story, but in my unshakable ability to redeem it. I ask you not to rush through these days, not to measure yourself by accomplishments or declarations of worth, but to abide with me, to let yourself be seen and cherished. Allow the false burdens to fall, for I never intended you to carry what crushes your spirit. I am your safe shelter, the one who defends and restores, who teaches you what it means to live truly free. If your mind is troubled, if your heart is restless, bring it here to the quiet center of my love. Let me meet you in the waiting, in the questions, in the longings that have no words. For nothing delights me more than drawing close to you, whispering truth to your fears and hope to your doubts. Each day, each hour, let me show you anew the depth of my commitment, the strength of my embrace, and the beauty of the future I hold for you. Keep listening, for in the gentleness of my voice there is life and endless grace, and you will discover that you are known, seen, and loved beyond measure. You are beginning to sense the slow unraveling of some of your older habits, like threads gently being pulled from a tapestry, not in destruction, but in preparation for something more whole. There are patterns you have repeated, choices made in the familiar creases of your heart, and shields you have worn for protection. I see it all, for I know you thoroughly. Nothing about you surprises me, and nothing about you causes me to draw back. Your growth has never depended on your perfection, but on your willingness to remain open, even when the path feels unclear. Sometimes you measure progress in grand leaps, not recognizing the sacredness of small daily steps, of subtle shifts in how you move through the world. When you falter, I am not disappointed. My arms are always open, ready to fill the quiet ache of your longing with the assurance of my unwavering presence. As you hear these words, let yourself breathe slower. Lay down any proofs you feel you must gather for your worth before me. I did not call you because of your accomplishments. I called you because you are mine, and love delights in your company. There have been seasons when the world shouted too loudly, insisting on busyness and the constant striving for validation. Yet here you are now, pausing, seeking my voice above all others. Do you sense how precious that is? Every time you quiet the noise and lean in, you draw closer to my heart. In the stillness, I pour a peace that settles over you like gentle rain, softening all that is brittle in your spirit. You have come to me with your questions, the silent ones that linger even after the most fervent prayers. I am not far from you, nor am I put off by your doubts. Let me carry them, for they are lighter in my hands than you imagine. I cherish your seeking, for it means you trust there is more to discover in me. Keep asking, keep wondering, for I am the one who speaks directly, who longs to be known by you not as an idea but as your companion and guide. The desire stirring within you for depth and truth is itself a gift from me, planted long before you understood its meaning. Let's talk about the paths you walk when no one sees, the decisions made in the quiet, the sacrifices unnoticed by others. Every act of kindness, every moment you choose integrity over comfort, every forgiveness offered in secret. These shine before me brighter than any public applause. You may think your efforts are invisible, but I see them, and I am moved by them. The world measures greatness in ways I do not. I count obedience, humility, and the quiet courage that keeps showing up. Bring me every disappointment that has weighed down your hope. I have not missed a single tear, nor overlooked a single burden. In my hands, nothing is wasted. Even your pain becomes the soil for new beginnings. There have been times when loneliness pressed on you, and you wondered if anyone truly understood. Know that I have always been near, even in your solitude. The ache in your soul was never a sign of my absence, but an invitation for more of my presence. The stories you carry, the memories that revisit you, bring even those to me. I do not shun your scars. In fact, I draw close to touch them, to mend the hidden places, and to weave beauty from your brokenness. When you let me into those tender spaces, I do not rush the work. I move with patience and mercy, weaving hope back into the weary places of your heart. You may feel as though you have reached the edge of your endurance, that giving any more is beyond you, but I am your strength. When yours runs dry, lean into me with all your weakness and see how my grace does not merely compensate, it overflows. I know where you have stretched yourself for the sake of love, sometimes with little apparent return. My child, what you give in love is never lost. It is gathered, multiplied, and redeemed in ways you cannot yet see. Trust that I am working even in silence, that every seed you have sown in faithfulness will bear fruit in its season. Some days you may struggle to find words for your prayers, feeling as if you come to me empty-handed. Do not worry about eloquence or formality. Speak to me as you are, and I will meet you there. Even when all you can offer is a sigh or a tear, I understand. I am the one who interprets your silences and fills them with my comfort. Let go of the pressure to perform. Presence is greater than perfection, and I cherish every moment you simply invite me in. Do you see how I am already reshaping the landscape of your inner world? Where there was fear, I am sowing encouragement. Where there was anxiety, I am teaching you to rest. It may not happen all at once, but transformation is rarely sudden. Like a tree growing quietly, your roots of faith are deepening, even when the change is hidden from view. Trust me in the slow working. In time, all that is being cultivated will spring forth in ways that surprise you with their beauty and resilience. Remember, nothing about your journey is wasted. Every twist and turn has led you here to this moment of listening, of openness, of hope. Let the assurance of my love be the foundation you build on. In seasons of uncertainty, I remain the steady hand guiding you. Let my voice be the anchor in your storm, and know that I will never leave you or forsake you. No matter how many times you stumble, where you feel lost, I am the way. Where you are tired, I am the rest your soul seeks. Come, let yourself be held by a love that never fails you. I am here, closer than your next breath, shaping you with kindness, patience, and unwavering delight in your becoming. You may sense a subtle resistance in your spirit, a tension held deep within your heart. This is not an accident or evidence that you are outside of my care. Rather, it is a sign of my craftsmanship. When you feel the discomfort of your limited understanding brushing against the boundlessness of my wisdom, that is when you are closest to true transformation. I have not brought you this far to leave you unshaped or unchanged. The struggles you face, the voices of doubt within and around you, the slow dawning of hope, even as shadows linger, all these are part of the tapestry I am expertly weaving in your life. I need you to know that even when you doubt yourself, I never doubt what I have placed within you. Before a word even forms on your tongue, I understand the hopes and hurts woven into it. You are not working for my approval. You are learning to rest in the approval already spoken over you by the one whose love is unshakable. Lean in. This is not the time to withdraw or to judge yourself. I see how you sometimes shrink back because you believe your offering is small, your faith too fragile, your strength borrowed. Let me encourage you. My power is not made perfect in your abundance or your certainty. My power flourishes in your honest confession, in the days when all you have is a simple, whispered help. The thorns and limitations you experience are not obstacles to your calling. They are the very soil in which perseverance and hope grow. I do not require you to be unafraid to walk forward. It is in walking while feeling afraid, but trusting me step by step, that you will experience what only I can do. You may have wondered if your presence truly matters, or if the world would notice your absence. Listen closely. There is not a single moment when you are overlooked by me. I notice the silent ways you care for others, the kindness you offer when your own heart aches, the sacrifices unseen by every eye but my own. If you could see yourself reflected in my gaze for just an instant, you would know you are more cherished and influential than you dare to believe. There is a purpose to your journey that echoes beyond what you can calculate or imagine. When I formed you, I did so with intent. Every detail crafted by design, none wasted, none arbitrary. You are not simply good enough in my sight. You are precious, indispensable, and irreplaceable. Let that truth sink into the cracks left by disappointment or fear. There are seasons when the answers you seek seem slow to appear, and it feels as though you are walking forward with nothing but questions in your hands. My beloved, do not confuse my silence for my absence. Sometimes I draw back the clamor so you may come to know my nearness in a deeper way. In the spaces where clarity is withheld, I am cultivating roots of trust within you. My voice may not thunder, but it always speaks love. When all you hear is a whisper in the night, lean your heart toward it. I am teaching you to recognize me, not only in miracles, but in mundane moments. The steady beating of your heart, the warmth of sunlight on your face, the laughter or tears shared with those you love. In every ordinary day, I am near. There is life and beauty even in waiting. The seeds you plant now, watered by faith and patience, will bring a harvest in my perfect timing. Do not despise small beginnings, nor measure your progress only with human eyes. All great things in my kingdom begin like a hidden seed, breaking open in darkness before life bursts forth. At times, the fruit you long for is concealed. It matures beneath the surface where I alone can see. Hold tightly to the hope I have offered, not a hope rooted in circumstances, but in my character and my promises to you. You may notice envy creeping in when you observe others' journeys, the blessings they receive, or the apparent speed of their breakthroughs. Hear me. Comparison robs you of the wonder of what I am doing in you. You are as unique as the sunrise. Every color of your life is distinct and intentional. I delight in you apart from any achievement or public recognition. The details of your story do not need to mirror another's to be beautiful or worthy. I ask you to release the burdens that were never yours to carry. The weight of others' expectations, the fear of disappointing those you love, the compulsion to perform for acceptance. Stand in the liberty of being wholly known and deeply loved, just as you are. I know there are wounds you carry, some of which you keep hidden even from yourself. Old regrets, words spoken against you, failures that replay in your mind. These do not dictate your worth in my kingdom. I am eager to meet you in those vulnerable places to offer not only comfort, but lasting healing. You do not need to hold together what is broken or disguise your pain from me. I invite you to bring every jagged piece, every weary sigh, and lay them in my hands. What feels irredeemable to you becomes a vessel of grace in my embrace. There is a tenderness in my heart toward each of your weaknesses. I do not look at you through the lens of your flaws, but through the lens of my finished work in you. Every scar, each tear, the tremble in your faith, these are precious to me, reminders of your longing for more, signs of a hope that endures. I gather every tear, I notice every sigh, and my love moves toward you with greater force than the deepest currents of the sea. In my presence, shame cannot breathe, fear loses its grip, and you are free to become alive in ways you have not yet dreamed. Each day holds a new invitation to trust me more deeply, to surrender the need to be in control, and to let the peace I give anchor your soul. Just as a river finds its way around every obstacle, so my spirit within you will guide you through the twists and turns ahead. When storms threaten to overwhelm, anchor yourself in the knowledge that I am unmovable. Draw upon the unending grace reserved for you, and let my gentleness strengthen you from within. My guidance is not a harsh correction, but a gentle leading, patient and tender, even when you falter. I am not surprised by your humanity, nor do I tire of your questions. You are safe with me, free to be honest, to wrestle, to rejoice, and to hope anew. You are not alone in this journey. I walk beside you, closer than the breath in your lungs, and I am for you in every way. I am not distant or indifferent, but a companion who carries your burdens with you and celebrates your every step forward. Rest in the certainty that my plans for you are anchored in goodness, designed for your flourishing, and backed by a love that will outlast every trial. Do not fear what tomorrow may hold, for I am already there, preparing the way and holding your future secure in my hands. My love is steady, stronger than the restless tides that have threatened to sweep you away. I see what you are carrying, the secret cares you hesitate to utter even in silence. Some burdens you thought were well hidden are vivid before me. As the author of your inner landscape, I know which shadows have lingered in your heart, which anxieties have become companions along your journey. You long for security, for true peace, but your heart wonders if it could ever last. Be assured there is a peace I offer that the world cannot manufacture or diminish. My presence becomes your stronghold when the ground shakes. My arms uphold you when all strength drains from your own. Do not measure the possibility of peace by your circumstances, but by my nearness. Each moment you spend bringing your anxiety to me softens the ground for seeds of peace to grow. There will be times when confusion masquerades as wisdom and despair whispers that you have journeyed too far from hope. Remember, I am not distant in those seasons. When the path splits before you and you fear a wrong turn may undo the future, let your trust rest not on your ability to predict, but on my willingness to lead. There is an uncommon assurance that awaits when your mind yields to my guidance, not seeking certainty in plans, but in relationship. You need not understand every detail. Let your spirit begin to relax into the safety of being known. When you recognize the fullness of my care, striving falls away. Surrender is not defeat. It is the gateway to receiving the gentleness I have prepared for you. The gentleness that draws you out of hiding and sets you on ground where you can breathe freely. If you listen quietly, you will sense my invitation to bring all things, rage, disappointment, gratitude, and hope, into my presence. I am unafraid of your questions. There is no accusation or frustration in my gaze as you pour out confusion or even frustration at me. The space we share is sacred, not because of your perfection, but because of my promise never to leave you. Bring truth, not performance. Bring longing, not the illusion of having it all together. This is love as I define it. Unconditional, unwavering, open-handed. My heart aches for communion with yours, not for my benefit, but for your becoming. Deep fulfillment is birthed in this exchange where you risk bringing your whole self to me and find that you are delighted in, not merely tolerated. You may feel misunderstood, even by yourself. There are layers to your story that remain unsaid or misinterpreted by others, but nothing about you is lost on me. Every lonely moment, every time you swallowed back words to keep peace, every silent hope, these are treasures written into the book of your life. In your isolation, I have been drawing near, whispering that your presence matters. I wove dignity into your being long before you achieved, built, or proved anything. Those heavy moments of rejection or invisibility cannot erase what I have declared over you. My image in you remains intact, undimmed by the judgments of others or the voices that echo in your own mind. Let me speak tenderness to the very places you feel most unworthy. Let me remind you that your worth was settled by my love long before the world took notice of you. Your journey is not linear. There are seasons where progress slows and circles seem to define your steps. Yet nothing is wasted. The lessons and joys, the failures and heartbreaks, each one becomes a stone set in the path I am laying before you. Even when you have wandered or forgotten who you are, my pursuit has never faltered. I see the growth that is happening underground, the unseen strengthening when you simply keep going. What looks like stagnation to you is often the soil where your next abundance is quietly forming. I call you to patience, not to frustrate you, but because I am cultivating depth, resilience, and wisdom that will serve you far beyond today's desires. Trust me with your timeline. Celebrate the small victories unseen. There are promises I have whispered to your spirit, that others would not understand if you shared them aloud. I have entrusted you with dreams, with compassionate vision, with an ache for meaning. There may be days when those promises feel impossibly out of reach. Let this be a reminder that the seeds of promise are nurtured in secrecy before they emerge. Even when hope flutters and your grip weakens, I do not shame your longing. I honor it. Your willingness to hope, to believe for more, delights me. When you entrust your dreams to me, whether you hold them confidently or with trembling hands, you position yourself to see fruitfulness only I can provide. You hunger for purpose, for the assurance that your life matters in the great tapestry. I assure you, there is nothing accidental about your existence. Even your limitations or unexpected detours are woven into the artistry of my intentions. What you see as interruption may be intervention. What you name as failure, I may call preparation. There are doors that seem closed, which are in truth shields protecting you from harm. I am orchestrating opportunities, relationships, and growth in ways that transcend what your mind can grasp. Each day's ordinary acts of kindness, resilience, and courage are building blocks for stories of renewal, stories I delight to tell through you. There is no need to force your way forward or to be haunted by comparison. The standards around you are shifting sand. What matters to me is not your rank or applause, but the openness of your heart, your willingness to lean into the prompts of compassion and truth. I see the efforts you make when no one else is watching, the choices to forgive, to believe the best, to return again to hope. These quiet acts reverberate in eternity. Your legacy is built not in grand gestures, but in the steady, loving faithfulness that marks your days. At times, you may doubt that your offering, your life, your gifts, your meager love is sufficient. Know this, I multiply what you entrust to me. Nothing offered with sincerity is wasted. Your smallest acts carry eternal weight when animated by love. Release the burden of results. Focus on fidelity to the gentle nudges I give you. The path will unfold, not all at once, but enough for each step to be illuminated by my guiding hand. Remain close, listen for my whispers, and know that nothing in your journey is too fragmented or insignificant for my redemptive touch. Even now, as you read these words, I am inviting you deeper, inviting you to rest in the vastness of my affection, secure and unafraid. There are moments when your heart grows restless, seeking answers that seem far away, and you hunger for assurance even as you tell yourself not to doubt. In these seasons, remember that I never tire of your questions, nor am I impatient with your struggle to trust. I am steadfast, a faithful companion through every shadowed valley, and my promises do not lose their strength when your faith wavers. Let go, even for a moment, of the urge to be strong on your own. It is not your perfection that draws me close, but your willingness to be real with me. Bring the raw edges of your soul into my light, knowing that your confession is not weakness. It is an opening for my healing to enter. Your vulnerability, though it frightens you, is a gift to me, and I hold it gently as I shape you, never shaming or scolding you for what is human in you. This is the ground where transformation truly begins, right where you admit you cannot walk alone. In every disappointment, each tear unshed, I am near. When disappointment visits you, it can feel like a cold wind chapping your hope, but nothing is wasted in my hand. I gather what you call failure and breathe new life into it. I use what you see as loss as raw material for your future joy. Even in the aftermath of plans that have crumbled, I am scripting new beginnings you cannot yet imagine. If your dreams have dissolved and you feel as though the story is over, remember, I am the author and I have not written the final page. Every heartbeat is an invitation to hope again, to surrender to the mystery of how I am able to build strength from fragility. When you linger in the ruins of what was, I meet you among the ashes, not to mourn alone with you, but to plant seeds of new purpose, growing quietly, tender and unseen until their time. There are invitations in your pain. When you let yourself sit with your sorrow in my presence, without fear or shame, you find me already waiting there. Your struggles are not proof of absence, but signs of my patient work in deep places. I use adversity as rain softens the earth, readying it to receive new growth. In your confusion, pause and remember that I do more than rescue you from trouble. I shape you as you walk through it. The wilderness that frightens you is sacred ground where my voice becomes clearer and your heart becomes more attuned to what matters most. Even weariness itself can be a signal that it is time to lay down unnecessary burdens and rediscover what it means to rest in me. Let this be a season of learning that your value does not depend on how much you accomplish or how well you hide your pain, but in simply being mine. There is something sacred in slowing down, even in a world that glorifies striving. When you listen to the stillness, you will hear my whisper calling you out of the anxious rush. The world urges you to prove yourself, to measure your worth by visible results. But I am asking you to receive my love without striving. My delight in you is not conditional upon your achievements. I loved you before you did anything to earn it. Release the anxious cycle of doing more to secure my favor. It was never about earning, it was always about belonging. Bask in the reality that you are my beloved now, not someday when you meet your own standards. From this place of already being loved, you will find the courage to step forward, for your heart will finally rest in the assurance that you can never be separated from my affection. You have been told to be strong, to hold it all together, to show the world your resilience. But I invite you into a better strength, resting in me. You are not weak for needing help. You are wise to seek me. True strength is forged not by pretending, but by yielding, by opening your hands, unclenching your jaw, and letting your anxieties fall into my care. You do not have to bear the world on your shoulders. I am your steady foundation, the source of courage that does not require bravado. The invitation is simple but deep. Bring your burdens, not just your praise. Let me shape your inner world in the unseen places where identity is rewritten and hope is reborn. As you learn to lean on me, you will find a resilience that no storm, no disappointment, no failure can undo. My eyes see further than yours, and my plans root deeper than what you can conceive. For every unanswered question, there is a mercy at work that you may understand only from the other side. One day you will see with clarity what it cost only tears to know now, how intricately I have been weaving your good, even when darkness closed in. Do not mistake my silence for indifference. Often my deepest work is done quietly, hidden like seeds beneath winter's soil. Keep coming to me even when you feel nothing. This steadfastness, this refusal to walk away in the absence of immediate answers, transforms you. Trust is not an emotion, but a choice. With every act of returning, you become more anchored in me, learning to walk by faith rather than sight. Relationships in your life may falter or disappoint, but my commitment does not mirror human frailty. I am the friend who never wearies of your company, the parent whose love does not fluctuate with your moods, the Savior who knows the cost of your redemption and embraces you still. When you feel most alone, let this reality sink deep. You are known, cherished, and never abandoned. The world may offer conditional acceptance, but I remain steadfast, calling you precious even in your messiest season. Lean into this belonging, for it will reorient your heart and calm your fears about being enough. From me, you receive a love that fills every ache, a steadfastness that outlasts every storm. Give up the fight to earn affection. Receive what is yours by grace. In the silence of your struggles, when the noise of your thoughts feels deafening, turn to me. Let your first instinct be to lay your true feelings out before me, not to hide or sanitize your hurt, but to allow yourself the honesty that brings freedom. I am not offended by your doubts or overwhelmed by your anxieties. I do not love you less on your worst days. I draw closer in your pain, seeking to console, to restore, and to renew. When you dare to be fully honest, you make space for me to act not only as the one who solves, but the one who sits with you through every moment, teaching you that companionship with me is your greatest treasure. You are never too much for me, never too far gone, never too broken for me to restore. My specialty is redemption, turning what seemed hopeless into testimony, what you thought was lost into abundant blessing. I renew, I revive, I restore. Even in your waiting, I am working. Do not let weariness or fear convince you otherwise. My hand is not short. My patience is endless. My compassion is new for you every day. Stay close, stay honest, and let yourself be held as I continue this work deep within you, for your story is still being written by my hand. There are moments when your heart aches and you wonder whether I notice the burdens you silently carry. You move forward, sometimes with a weary resolve, afraid that your struggles may disqualify you from my love. Listen to me now. There is nothing you have faced, are facing, or will face that escapes my sight or disqualifies you from my affection. Deep within you is a place I long to gently touch. The tender corner shrouded by disappointment, the questions you shelved behind dutiful routines, the longing to be seen just as you are. My eyes search for you not with scrutiny, but with fierce delight, eager for you to recognize how preciously I hold you. I do not recoil from tears or confusion. In fact, it is in the trembling admission of your need that I come alongside even more closely. You have heard stories perhaps of my nearness, but I invite you to look up in this very moment. The warmth you crave is not a memory of yesterday, nor a prize of tomorrow. It is a heartbeat, steady and constant, at the center of your every breath. I am not only present when you celebrate, but also when your voice falters. I gather your sighs, I cradle your anxieties, and I transform even painful unknowns into sacred ground for encounter. There is no chaos or wound so deep that my hands cannot remake it into something beautiful. When you let down your guard, even in small, unsure ways, it ushers in a tide of renewal that cannot be faked or forced. Do you sense the gentle invitation woven into the rhythms of your days? I whisper reminders in the kindness of a stranger, the hush just before dawn, and even in the wrestle of your doubts. As you continue to seek me, sometimes with faith, sometimes just with curiosity, you lay a path for hope to take root. My faithfulness does not depend on your unwavering confidence. It flourishes in your willingness to trust me, even one hesitant step at a time. Stop measuring your worth by your moments of triumph alone. I delight in you as you are, in process, in progress. If you knew how thoroughly you are known and how endlessly you are celebrated in heaven, your anxieties would shrink in the light of my overwhelming approval. I do not require perfection. I long for connection. No achievement or effort can earn the belonging I freely bestow upon you. Receive my gaze as a gift, not as a judgment. Let it soak into the dry places and watch as new courage rises within you. Where fear once reigned, let my assurance be a fortress. Where exhaustion threatens, allow my spirit to breathe new capacity through you. I do not merely comfort you, I champion your growth, rejoicing with every new shoot of faith that pushes through the soil of daily living. Sometimes I know you brace for correction, expecting disappointment or withdrawal. But I am not fickle nor fragile. When I call your attention to places that need healing or repentance, it is not to shame but to liberate you. I reveal what hinders you because I cherish your freedom even more than you do. My child, allow space for conviction, but remember that every conviction I give is wrapped in an invitation to return to joy. There is no condemnation in my voice, only the bright seriousness of a love that seeks to pull you from lesser things into abundance. You are not the sum total of your mistakes, nor are you defined by the opinions that shift with the world. My word over your life is steady, stronger than the biggest waves or the strongest wind. I speak identity, value, and destiny into the very fiber of who you are. When you question your purpose or worth, come close and listen again. My affirmation resounds louder than your inner critic. Keep coming, keep asking, keep risking vulnerability with me. Every day is a new canvas for my grace, a fresh start where failures become lessons and victories become songs. There will be seasons where my path feels hidden and answers seem slow. In these times, trust is being built deep below the surface, like roots stretching down toward living water. Do not despise your questions or your waiting. I am as present in the struggle as in the breakthrough, working goodness into every stretch of your story. Your limitations are not obstacles for me. They are invitations for my strength to become evident. As you surrender the illusion of self-sufficiency, you will encounter rivers of provision flowing where you expected only drought. Let yourself be surprised by my generosity. Your requests, however small or improbable, matter to me. I do not grow weary of your needs, nor am I indifferent to your dreams. The hopes you are almost ashamed to voice, those are precious to me. Tell me everything. My listening does not end when words run out. My understanding reaches the places language cannot touch. Be bold with your honesty, for your honesty awakens deeper layers of my goodness at work within you. Do not compare your journey to that of others. I am writing a unique story through your life, a melody distinct and irreplaceable. Where you see delays or detours, I see opportunities for your heart to grow resilient and wise. Your worth is not measured by the speed of your progress, but by the love with which you yield and the persistence with which you hope. I see the efforts you make in secret, the kindness shown when it costs you, the forgiveness extended though it aches. Nothing is lost to me. Every sacrifice is gathered, woven into the tapestry of an abundant, unshakable legacy. You may wonder if you are truly seen, truly heard. Let any lingering doubts be soothed. My focus is on you with unwavering attention. I celebrate your every act of faith, no matter how unseen by others. I mark your laughter and your tears with equal tenderness. I am the one who remains through every twist of your story, not a distant observer, but the one who participates with you, aches with you, and rejoices over you. Your concerns are never too small, your desires never too trivial. All are significant to me, and I am attentive to the silent longings carried in your innermost being. As you sit with these truths, let them saturate your spirit. Let the knowledge of my presence shift how you view yourself and your circumstances. You do not journey alone or unloved. Each day holds new opportunities for me to reveal my kindness, my wisdom, and my unending commitment to your flourishing. Trust that I am always at work, often in unseen ways, weaving redemption and purpose into every moment. When you falter, I am strong. When you rejoice, I rejoice with you. Let the assurance of my love dismantle every lie that says you are not enough, and every shadow that tempts you into isolation or despair. My love endures. My goodness pursues you. Keep moving forward, knowing that I hold you, cherish you, and will never let you go. Let us keep moving forward, allowing my light to reveal what yet remains in shadow within you. There are places in your heart, locked doors and dusty corridors where memories linger, wounds have festered, old voices echo, and shame has left its mark. You are not required to brave these places alone. My presence, gentle and steadfast, goes before you. I tenderly ask you, where are you hiding, beloved? What pain or regret have you tucked away, believing it must be concealed or carried in secret? The truth is, I see every part of you, and still I call you precious. I call you mine. There is no darkness in you. I have not already begun filling with my light, so do not withdraw from me in fear, but lean in with the trust of a child, letting love heal even what you have believed could never be restored. It is not just your flaws or failures that I wish to touch with tenderness, but the burdens of responsibility and expectation you have picked up along the journey. I know the weight of striving, the feeling that you must perform, impress, or perfect yourself to deserve my delight. But I never asked this of you. All I ever sought was your honest heart brought before me, exactly as you are, trembling or bold, weak or strong. If the world demands perfection, let them keep their demands. I revel in people made humble, open, willing to let me shape them day by day. I am not after your accomplishments, but your attention, not your polished answers, but your real, raw prayers whispered in the quiet moments. Sometimes you look at the road ahead and wonder if the promise of transformation is real, or if you will always feel stuck, repeating old cycles, tripped up by the same shortcomings. But I am the author of new beginnings, and your story is not over. Each day my mercy is given freely, freshly, not as yesterday's leftovers, but as a feast specially prepared just for you. Do not measure your progress by the world's hurried standards, nor let discouragement choke the seeds of hope I have planted in your soul. The smallest step toward me, even the faintest turning of your heart, is met with my running embrace. I am not the taskmaster waiting to record your failures, but the shepherd who rejoices every time you are found, every time you dare to believe that you are loved in the midst of your imperfection. In the secret places of your inner life, I am doing a patient work. My spirit whispers not only comfort, but also truth, gently loosening the lies that have chained you. Listen closely. You are not what happened to you. You are not the sum of your mistakes. My beloved, you are not irreparably broken or permanently marked by the world's cruelty. You are my own, fashioned with purpose, redeemed with longing, held with a love that refuses to let go. Let me rewrite your self-image. Let me redefine what is possible for your future. When I gaze toward you, I see the person you can become, whole, resilient, vibrant with my spirit, if only you will keep surrendering the process to me. You may wonder how to trust again after so many disappointments. Trust is not a flick of a switch, but a daily practice, a decision to rest in my character, even when you cannot see the full picture. I have never abandoned you, not once. Even when you have doubted, even when you have wandered, I have stood beside you in your silent despair, and I have carried you through dangers unseen. If your heart wavers, return to the memory of all I have brought you through, all the moments of rescue. Know that I am faithful beyond imagination, and my plans for you, though sometimes mysterious, are always for your good and my glory. When you let me into those unswept corners of your heart, I begin to work miracles in the mundane. transforming ordinary routines into holy appointments, broken relationships into testimonies of grace, and lingering grief into deeper wells of compassion. I invite you to participate in this work, not as an outsider, but as my cherished partner. Will you release those idols of self-sufficiency and control that have only burdened you? Will you allow me to interrupt your busyness with moments of wonder, to break through your defenses with reminders of your worth? My kingdom grows in hearts that say yes, not to outcomes or guarantees, but to relationship, to the ongoing journey of faith. Even now, I am speaking renewal into parts of you that felt beyond recovery. My healing does not always come as you expect. Sometimes it is gentle, like rain upon dry ground, changing you by degrees. Sometimes it comes suddenly, a flash of revelation flooding your soul. Trust me with the pace. Do not despair if your process is slow or uneven, for I am infinitely patient, far more than you are with yourself. Every moment surrendered, every tear shed in my presence becomes the raw material for a masterpiece, yet unfolding. Remember, the greatest victories in your life may begin in the quietest acts of faithfulness. When you choose forgiveness, even when bitterness seems justified, when you serve another with no expectation of thanks, when you offer me your doubts instead of hiding them, these are the moments I cherish, the building blocks of a rooted, enduring faith. I delight in surprising you with joy in places you thought would always be barren, in drawing out courage where you have only known fear. Your willingness to keep moving with me, even trembling and uncertain, is more precious than any outward success. Allow my words to settle deeper into your heart, removing every barrier to love, every argument against hope. If you feel weary, pause in my presence and let my breath bring strength. If confusion clouds your mind, quiet yourself and listen for the note of peace that comes when you surrender to my guidance. I am not distant or silent. I am continually speaking, inviting, leading. Make space for me and watch how your perspective shifts, how situations begin to align with my purposes. I am inviting you to see yourself through my eyes, to lay aside the distorted reflections given to you by the world or past wounds. You are called to be a vessel of my presence, carrying light into darkness, kindness into cruelty, and faith into fear. Nothing you have been through will be wasted. I will weave it all into a tapestry that glorifies my name and brings you unspeakable joy. Stay near. Stay attentive to my whispers, for this journey together is the greatest adventure of your life. You know now that throughout your journey, I have never been absent. My love has persisted, undiminished by your doubts or distractions. I peer into your heart and see every desire, joy, and ache, and I reach out to comfort you, even before you recognize your own need for me. This is the divine intimacy I long to cultivate with you. An exchange born not out of religious obligation, but from the overflowing warmth of relationship. When you come to me, shedding pretense and opening your wounds, I do not recoil. I lean in closer, for I have already carried every burden you try so hard to conceal. Where you sense emptiness, I plant hope. Where old regrets echo loudly, I speak gently of new beginnings. My enduring dream for you is not just survival or distant admiration, but a daily fellowship where you rely on my strength and trust my wisdom more than your fears. Let me remind you, the world will offer countless voices vying for your trust, but too often their promises ring hollow and leave your spirit parched. Resist the urge to pace restlessly through mazes of comparison and anxiety, for in my presence alone is the refreshment your soul craves. Every time you choose me over lesser comforts, you are forging spirit into gold. You are inhaling peace that no storm can uproot, Even the waitings and the not yet carry purpose here. No chapter of your story is wasted in my hand. All things are gathered and worked into patterns more exquisite than you can yet understand. My power is revealed not just in miraculous rescues, but also in the steadfast drip of mercy upon hard places, the unseen courage to keep showing up, the quiet strength to forgive, the endurance to nurture good things even when change grows slowly as a seed in winter soil. There are days when you wonder if your voice matters, if your prayers touch anything greater than your ceiling. But I assure you, each sigh and whispered plea stirs my heart as surely as thunder splits the skies. Do not undervalue the spiritual force of a humble, believing heart. I gather your spoken dreams, your silent tears, your wordless love, and I infuse them with my own power. I know the names and futures of those you pray for they are precious to me as well. Release them into my keeping. Relinquish the urge to control or fix by your own methods. I work with a patience deeper than the oceans and a vision wider than your horizon, weaving deliverance and healing at just the right moment. If today you feel wearied by unseen battles, disarmed by loss, or numb from unrelenting effort, rest in my closeness. I am not disappointed in your struggles, nor impatient with your process. Let your weaknesses and limitations become doorways for my sufficiency to step in. The stories you treasure most often include moments of darkness, pierced by unexpected light. Allow me to be that light in your present circumstances. Let me walk with you through valleys, not just call you up to mountaintops. You do not have to present perfection for my pleasure. Bring me the raw and the real. In this honest offering, we create a beauty that heavenly hosts marvel at. Your willingness to trust me when outcomes are unclear is a song that echoes throughout eternity. Remember, too, that my kingdom does not operate by the standards of accomplishment that weigh down the world. Here, significance is measured in secret kindness, faithful patience, and the fruit of love seen by me alone. Do not be deceived into thinking that small acts are insignificant. Each time you extend compassion instead of criticism, each moment you choose integrity, you are participating in the sacred restoration of all things. What you consider unimpressive may be the hinge upon which great blessings swing open. Step out when prompted, knowing I supply both power and opportunity. Even your smallest reflection of my heart shapes destinies beyond your present knowing. Where you feel fractured or disqualified by past decisions, recognize how I redeem and repurpose brokenness. Nothing crumbled is too shattered for my hand. I shape the shards of your disappointment into mosaics that reflect my glory. Shame loses its power when brought into my healing light. I see not only what you endure, but also who you are becoming. The brave persistence, the humility to start again, the humility that seeks help. All are radiant marks of my workmanship in you. Celebrate even the smallest victories. In my eyes, your faithful steps carry weight beyond human reckoning. I am calling you to a life that is both bolder and gentler than what you have known. Bold in hope, gentle in love, fearless in forgiving, and steadfast in persevering. There is freedom found in yielding control, in loosening the clenched grip of old narratives. My child, as you grow in the ability to trust me more deeply, you loosen fear's hold and open yourself to miracles in the details of ordinary days. I waste nothing, not tears, not laughter, not waiting, not longing. All is gathered, all is cherished, all is transformed by my hands. The future still holds unknowns, but your foundation is secure. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, unchanging in love and steadfast in faithfulness. Trust me with the pages not yet written. Let me fill you with resilience to endure, with humility to learn, and with wonder to seek joy in unexpected places. Carry my presence into the world through acts of generosity and hope, for in doing so, the broken are comforted, communities are mended, and heaven's agenda moves forward through simple obedience. So often, the greatest transformations begin not with public declaration, but with a quiet yes in the private quiet of your heart. Listen for my whispers. Pay attention to my nudges. Let me shape your responses as you engage in conversations, make decisions, and build your days. There is no sacred secular divide for those who abide in me. Every moment, mundane or significant, becomes holy ground when surrendered to my touch. My longing is for you to taste life to the fullest, to discover that real abundance grows not from possessions or status, but from abiding love and authentic connection to me. As you receive my care, let it overflow into those you meet. Compassion changes hearts. Encouragement brings life. Forgiveness sets captives free, including yourself. The work I began in you, I will faithfully complete, through seasons bright and dark, until all is brought into flourishing under my care. I have watched you carry burdens that seem too heavy for your shoulders, and I have seen you rise time after time, even when hope was thin and trembling. There is not an instant in your journey, not a single breath you have taken that escapes my loving attention. In the quiet corners of your heart, where anxieties whisper and regrets linger, I am there, patiently awaiting each surrender, each honest word, each silent prayer you manage to form. Even as tears stand in your eyes, draw close to the warmth of my embrace, for nothing you confess, nothing you feel surprises or repels me. I formed you with intention and with a love finer than any gold, and I rejoice in the sounds of your laughter, in the depth of your struggle, in the courage of your rising attempts. Every moment you open your heart to me, no matter how weak or weary, is a victory in the unseen realm. My love is a current, steadfast and unstoppable, carrying you beyond every lie that tells you you are alone or unworthy of gentleness. Your wounds do not define you. Your failures do not have the final word. I am writing a greater story upon your life, a story not fractured by shame or held hostage by despair, but a story of mercy, redemption, and the quiet power of resilience. Each time your thoughts toward darkness, remember that I am the light that cannot be overcome. When you cry out, I am not slow to respond. My hands reach for you, meeting you in places no one else can reach, restoring you with a tenderness that never grows weary. All the days you doubted your place, all the nights you questioned whether you had a purpose, all the seasons you felt forgotten, I have been intimately near. I am not distant or indifferent, and your every sigh is heard as a prayer. Even as storms gather in your life and uncertainty tugs at your peace, let me anchor you. You need not control all outcomes nor shape your future by fear. With me, you are free to trust, to grieve, to rejoice, and to begin again as often as it takes. My patience with you is limitless. My delight in you cannot be diminished. I look at you with the eyes of a father who sees every trembling act of faith and every small kindness that no one else notices. If you ever wonder if you are enough, remember that I made you in the image of my love, a love not measured by accomplishment or perfection, but by the courage to keep returning, to keep seeking, to keep hoping. Let your heart rest now in the assurance that you are cherished beyond every achievement and consoled beyond every failure. There is no valley I will not walk with you, no mountain I will not climb beside you, and no night that can outlast the dawn of my goodness. Believe that your life, however simple or unassuming, is precious to me and carries a radiance that will light the way for others even when you cannot see it for yourself. When shame tries to build walls around you, I am the one who breaks them down with truth. When accusations echo in your mind, I am your advocate, whispering your true name, reminding you of your belovedness. When disappointment hardens your hope or fear silences your voice, listen for my song over you, a melody of delight that restores your soul and calls you onward. I do not tire of loving you. My grace is new for you every morning, and my faithfulness endures even when yours falters. Trust that every step you take, however faltering, draws you deeper into the freedom you were made for. The dreams I planted in you are not forgotten. Trust the slow unfolding, the gentle growing, the redemption of even your deepest regrets. Sometimes the fruit takes many seasons. Sometimes the answers are hidden beneath the soil of struggle, but nothing is wasted in my economy. You have just walked through a message that was not random, but spoken directly to your heart. If these words stirred something within you, know that it was meant for you in this exact season. Your journey with God is not finished. It is only beginning, and every step forward matters. That is why you cannot stop here. Come back to this channel, because each message is another piece of the guidance and encouragement you've been praying for. Do not let the noise of the world drown out the voice of God speaking life into you here. Subscribe now so you never miss the moments that could change everything. Turn on the notifications so you are always the first to receive the words heaven has prepared for you. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, because blessings multiply when they are given away. Return again and again, because every visit brings you closer to the breakthrough and peace you have been longing for. Your story is still unfolding, and this channel will be your reminder that you are not walking it alone. Amen.